If somebody asked you, what does it mean to you to be successful? What does success mean in your eyes? See, to me, success is how far you've gotten from where you started a certain task, a certain thing, whatever you're trying to achieve, a certain goal. How far have you gotten into achieving that goal from where you started? So if you base your success like that, the way I do, it means when you start today, if you haven't started already, or if you already or feel successful with where you're at, let me know what you think it means to be successful. With that being said, we're going to dive right into my 5 personal opinion tips on what I think it means to be successful. Tip number 1, and things to do to be successful. Number 1, get a planner, get a journal, write notes. Take notes, record, document what you are expressing in your mind. And so whatever you're thinking and whatever you're trying to achieve as your goals, document it. Make a journal, make a plan. That's all you gotta do. Number 2, step number 2. Go the extra mile. Do more than what you have done in the past. Like, do more than what you think you can do. Whatever you think you can do, you can always go one more. You can always do one more further. If you're running, do one more mile. If you're working out, do one more rep. If you're making a post, do one more post. Schedule it. Do one more. That's tip number 2. Go the extra mile. Tip number 3. Make swift, quick decisions. Be quick decision making. Be like that. When somebody asks you something, respond efficiently, be swift and efficient, but be quick. At the same time, you gotta be quick and respond swiftly. People be assertive, you know? People will respect it. Tip number 4. Okay, now this one is very important. Probably the most important one of all. Tip number 4 is tip number 1 in my opinion, in my mind. Tip number 4. Listen to this. Have a positive attitude. You gotta just be positive. In everyday life, in everyday situations, in reality, the more you are positive, the better your outcomes will be in your situations. If you have a positive outlook on your decisions, you'll make better decisions and it'll make sense a lot more in the future if you're positive now. On to tip number 5, finally, the final tip that's most important, trust your gut. Tip number 5 is very important. You gotta trust your gut when making decisions. When you're deciding to do things, make sure you trust your gut. Trust your intuition, that instinct that tells you what you should or shouldn't do, and go for it. If your gut's telling you you're not happy in a certain situation, then get out of it. If your gut's telling you this or that, get out of it or go for it. Whatever situation, trust your gut. Those are my personal tips to go and explore success, what it means to be successful. Let's do a quick rundown of everything I just covered. Tip number 1, get a planner. A goal setter, a planner, a journal, take notes, all of the above. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, go the extra mile. Do one more rep, one more set, one more accomplishment, one more idea, one more mile. Do one more. Go the extra mile. Tip number 2. Tip number 3, make fast, quick decisions. Tip number 4, have a positive attitude. Always look at things positively. No matter what situation, always look at things in the bright manner. And lastly, tip number 5, most important one of all, trust your gut. Your gut instinct will never do you wrong. And those is what I personally believe to be my number 1 tips. Drop it down in your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you all enjoyed. Appreciation from me to you and everyone. I love you all. Thank you all for liking. If you appreciate or found this video with any value, share it with a friend and spread the love. I love you all. Goodbye.